Yay! I've started! Oh, well, I started! I just gotta add the chat, because that's the one thing I didn't do. Because, you know, sometimes you forget to do things. That's okay. I also have to ask my dad if I can have his last cookie, because I kind of want it. But I don't know, because I'm going to feel guilty if I eat it, and then he gets home and he's like, oh, I wanted to eat that cookie. It's a key lime and white chocolate chip cookie, so, you know. Let me just send him a text real quick, and then we'll get started. This is not Pretty Derby. I forgot to update the hashtags. Hold up. So while I fix that, send my dad a text, and do whatever else I have to do. I gotta do a lot, trust me. We're just gonna... Not jolly playing Minecraft. I'd play Minecraft if I could, but the thing is, my head hurts like really bad. It's like I'm getting stabbed in the head when I play Minecraft. And it's only Minecraft, and kind of Genshin Impact too, but other than that, nothing else. Okay, now you get the right hashtags. There we go, I did it. And then we have to put, we're just gonna write something in the description, like, I love Gumshoe so much. I'm gonna eat him with a heart next to it. Yep. See, I love being ready when it's time to stream. And then my hashtags. Narumitsu is a hashtag for this. Is very accurate. Okay, now I've been putting it off long enough for like 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Wow. Let's start. I don't know how to do audio balancing, forgive me. Now I text my dad, can I have your last cookie, bro, please? Broken heart emoji, and then I send like 6 of those. Yep. Now we just gotta wait until he responds. I wonder how loud I am compared to this. Oh, he's responding. He's responding. He's bound to say yes, though, because of how many heartbroken emojis that I use. Wow! He said yes. Okay, time to eat the last key lime chocolate chip whatever cookie and play Ace Attorney. Oh, and I still have to fix my chat. I'm very on top of what I'm doing. There we go. So we put that into OBS. Into the little chat, I think, section. Paste the link. Now whatever anyone says will be showing up in the top corner of my super cool, awesome chat, like that. The Ace Attorney music is really fire today, so let's start. Hold up 1 second. Okay, we are ready for some Ace Attorney, and I promise, after 5 minutes, I should have started like now instead of earlier. Okay, time to court. Karma? That's right, Manfred. Whoa! Manfred von Karma. I remember that. Oh no, is he gonna be the prosecutor in this case? I'm cooked. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year Jeez. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds familiar, don't you think? I'm not trying to throw shade at him, but like, out of all the things that I've heard about him, the first thing that I heard is he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. He'd even cheat. And he sounds like a bit of a, you know, this guy, the Manfred guy, sounds like a cheater, pumpkin eater. Sounds like someone else I know. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. Yeah, I love how he caught on to what Wright meant. And he was like, shut up. You know what? I'm extending my silly twisty straw. Ow. Why did I say ow? I didn't even hurt myself. I just got startled. Okay, I have a straw now. I have a smoothie too. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? He taught you? Wow. Does that mean you met Franziska von Karma? She's cool. She's really nice. Yep. Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor by 10. Oh no! Ah! So is he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out? Nope. If he won every case in his 40-year career, would he stop now? No. Not a chance. He hasn't lost one in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20. But it tenfold. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. Guess that's something like Mia was to me. No, Phoenix. I almost called you Miles. Speaking of Mia, Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh, I can't. No! Yes, you can. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you two whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Okay, my silly little witness guy. Well, he's not a witness. He's a criminal, apparently. Oh no! Manfredi Fazbear! The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool! I know where she gets it from. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. Yes, that's fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? No, he's probably just, you know, one of those, like, old homosexuals. Probably closeted, but just saying. How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case Detective Dick Gumshoe. Oh my gosh, I love him! Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Oh, he's perfect. Describe the incident, now! Yes, sir! Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened at late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. Sink? Oh, it went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map evidence added to court record. Let's do this. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now! Wait! Mr. Von Karma. Yes? Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Sir, you are like an entitled Karen, and you need to stop it. You're not being nice. I'm gonna take away the cookies if you don't stop. If I said that to my dog would start crying. He loves cookies. He's such a big back. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. You little chicken. Bok bok. Haha. Loser. Loser judge. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. No, we didn't. The guy that called. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now. Don't call me attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. The arrest of Edgeworth. Wait, what's the court evidence? Hold up, I gotta check. So you have a camera. But the body didn't die. The body didn't die at 12:10, what? Okay, I'm looking at stuff. Pretty sure I'm supposed to press him on his so we had to arrest him, because... Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. Did it have his DNA on it? The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. Nick, doesn't it seem like Detective Gumshoe's being a little vague? I bet Von Karma is feeding him lines. His testimony probably filled with landmines just waiting for me to press. What do we do? Grit our teeth and press, I guess. What else can we do? Well said, Nick. You're the man. I am the man. The man, the myth, the legend. Elsie. Very masculine. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. How? Did it have his DNA? What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Don't tisk, tisk, tisk me. Ack! He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints found on the pistol in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Okay. The murder weapon, .22 caliber, fired 3 times, bears fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand. Nick? Doesn't it seem like Detective Gumshoe's being a little vague? Okay. Wait, who was that man? Who was that man? Who was the man? You received a call from a man. Yup. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? His voice! Dang! Oh my... Why is it so deep? The woman and that man who called in the report are obviously 2 different people. Different people? Therefore, 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping? A lot of heart. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. But why was he there? Was he the one who called in? What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. See? Detective, the court requires facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard-called objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got a share of objections. He loves to object, and I love to press. A body was found in the lake. I'm kind of tempted to press, but I'm not so sure it's pressable. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. Nick! I know! I'm sorry, I'm a little slow, okay? You gotta give me some patience, man. I don't trust myself with this either. It's not something I should be trusting myself with. Grit our teeth and press, I guess. What else can we do? Yeah, this is gonna be stressful. I mean, I don't trust myself to get all of it right, but I'm gonna try my hardest. I am the man. Well, where on the map did you find Mr. Edgeworth? I can't object, but where did you find him? Near where the body was? Near where the boat originally was? Something like that. I'm a little confused, but... you know. Someone sent something. Oh, it's just an emoji. Okay. Okay. Man called in the station, and that man... who was the man, though? They said that they have him as a witness. Okay. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. No, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. Well, that body was the body of the person. Okay, so the body didn't... if it had a bullet hole, right? No, wait, I'm getting smart here. Okay, so think about it. Guns usually have different, like, measure holes. And it says .22 caliber. Does that mean, like, that's how much the bullets are big? If so, why not check that body for the thing? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. Yay. Ah! That's very important. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick, what does he mean, ballistic markings? I don't know. Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know a thing as basic as ballistic marking. You leave my child alone. I'm gonna eat you. Nick, he's glaring at me. Tisk. Very well, I'll explain. It's okay, because at the end of the day, geez, your daughter and her are kissing and holding hands in a park somewhere. Yep, that's right. Bully her all you want. Actually, Judge, you do it. Eh? Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive markings on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which you may recall, was covered in the defendant's own fingerprints. Where's Edgy Poo? Order! Order! This is bad. This makes Edgeworth look like he did it. It does. Well, Judge, I'll say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However... You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now! But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Calling him man is crazy. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Freaking Manfred von Karma gonna leap over the desk and beat the judge up if he doesn't listen. He's got him held at imaginary gunpoint, because in this case, we do have a gun. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I gonna convince anyone of that? True. Like, I don't even understand this myself. I'm going through mental gymnastics trying to understand. I think Edgeworth killed him. I genuinely believe Edgeworth is the murderer. And I know that he's probably not, because this is supposed to be me defending Edgeworth, and every person I defend is a good guy. So, Edgeworth probably didn't kill him, but... Say, Maya? Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. Ugh. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? You are! Shush! If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Hey, I'm not gonna be mean, but I kinda wanna press it. No, I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. And she is. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? Yeah. It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense, so she's just here to tag along. That's cute. That's actually really adorable. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Then you gotta practice. Aw, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. True. Wouldn't be surprised if Phoenix failed this one. Honestly, I know Edgeworth said he's gonna lose because he's won like the last, what, so many? Last good amount, definitely. Trying to zoom in on something. Okay, back to focusing on the game. I was checking something on my YouTube thing. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa! Right! Don't jinx this case more than it already is. I love Edgeworth. He's a guy. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Oh, poor buddy. Don't have like a heart moment, okay? Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw on the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. She sounds like an angry child. Very well. Your testimony, please. Give us the testimony so I can cross-examine you. Please, I want him to be innocent. As much as I doubt it. It was Christmas Eve just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lakes. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There was a nary a thing on the lake but that boat. This is gonna be kind of difficult. Enough. Huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. We already have that accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. I've had this in my pocket for like 20 minutes. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. We're gonna vote him off. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Well, what if the other guy actually had a gun and then he took it home with him? Order! I will have order. How many times does he have to say the word order to get everyone to shut up? Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant. Objection! Don't you dare. But wait, Your Honor, I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? Nuh-uh. We have photographic proof. What questioning can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. So just guilty. Kind of like, Teto Territory? Kasane Territory? Sorry, I forgot the name of the song. Not a fake fan, though. You lose. I don't lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? Do you really think that there was a contradiction in the facts in her testimony? Let's do it. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I think we all do. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. If I'm gonna be held in contempt of court, that's gonna be crazy, because I've never been held in anything. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Stop saying that! Oh my gosh. You know, I'm gonna, do something every time he says that. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. It was Christmas Eve just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. So, what were you doing in your car? That said no camping. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a researcher student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This don't sound suspicious. Well, what research is it? What are you researching? Exactly. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? Stop objecting me. I hope you bald at the age of 50. No, he's not 50. He's like probably in his 60s, because you gotta think about it. He's been a prosecutor for over 40 years? Or like 40-ish, if we're saying that this is his 40th year. And he could have became the guy when he was, he could have became a prosecutor when he was in his early 20s? So if we think that, he's at the very least 60 years old. He's an old man. How is he not balding? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Sustained. Wait, now I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Nobody object anyone. Objected. Oh wait, yes he did though. I'm cold. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. I'm shivering. But not out of fear. Because the air conditioner is on. And I'm in a basement that's closed. It's cold. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Wait. What time was it? What time was it? So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I ask you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Well, I'm trying here, sir. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. So the first shot missed. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking you if you saw the men. Yeah, well, of course. How did you see them, though? You weren't looking. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna eat this straw, I swear. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He's like, my witness is perfect. Nah. Shut up. Your daughter kisses my boss's sister, okay? Then there was another bang. So you saw the second one. You saw it. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. Sure isn't obvious. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. I think I love you, Phoenix Wright, because that is so relatable. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There wasn't a nary thing on the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Stop objecting to me, you hairy old man. Mr. Wright! The witness has answered the question in full. Ugh. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. Seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. Oh. But Your Honor! You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I am afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. Nuh-uh. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick! Lana's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a right decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Ah! Oh, hold it. Who was that? It was me. Maya! Ignore the squealing coming from me. Oh. She's so cute. She's like, I don't know anything about law in court. And then she tries to help us with her thing, and I'm like... Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not! Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? Maybe. You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. She's not the defense, she's just there. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in the court. Declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort. I'm gonna eat your beard. I'm gonna shave it off and I'm gonna stick it to the back of your head with tape. That is a very violent threat, by the way. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. Yeah, I know. Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor! Nick is innocent! No! Don't leave! Don't kick her out either. If you kick her out, I'm gonna kick you in a place that's gonna hurt really bad. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong! Wrong! What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order! 6 times. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. Yes! Stop. You finally manned up. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're gonna arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. No! Ah! Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick! I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya! Maya is no longer my little courthouse buddy. Peh! I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. Okay. I saw it as clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Are you so sure about that? Look at this blurry photo. How can you tell that that is Mr. Edgeworth other than the fact that he is holding a gun? That could honestly be Purple Guy from Five Nights at Freddy's and you wouldn't know it. Because you're just too blind and you refuse to admit it because you're being blackmailed to say what this guy wants you to say. And like, I don't know. Something that's like, that or she just thinks that it's him. Got you! Got you, Miss Hart. Finally! What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Hold up, I'm getting the last cookie that my father told me I could eat. Because I'm silly and I want the last cookie. Ah! I didn't want to break it, but I almost did. But I didn't. Look at this photograph. The photo I took? Yeah, the photo you took. The very same. Hold up, I gotta pick up something because I dropped it. Okay. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of... Dang. Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men in this boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. Finally! Don't object me, old man. That is why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. What? Yeah, now that she said that, Mr. Von Karma, how could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defense that night? Of course. I said it. I said I could and I meant I could. I meant defendant, not defense. That's a big difference. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it! I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. He gave her that testimony. It's a script. Okay, how was Edgeworth seen, Pookie? You're right! It was a cold night, and the fog was as thick as grits. We're gonna have to listen to this testimony, and at the same time, I'm gonna go through the evidence so that I know what to hit. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Yeah, okay, so you got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. But when I heard that noise on the lake, I looked out with my binoculars. See? No problem. So did you get outside the car? You used binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Doesn't make sense that you can see the fog with the binoculars. This one better be good. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right, cold. So once I finished setting up my camera, I brought my binoculars with me. But what are you going to use your binoculars for? Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Can't you see those with your bare eye? Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? Oh. I've got doubts on your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. It literally caught the thing on photo, hello? Mr. Wright. Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. I mean, I'm pretty sure. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? I'm pressing further. Okay. I am officially back. I like granola bars. I was eating that in that one small, soft cookie. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. I mean, I think you did, Phoenix Wright. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Well, it takes a picture when it's loud sounds, but also this is kind of the same spot, right? Hold up, I'm gonna check. No, there's no trees on this. Dang. Oh, where did the article take a picture at? It looks like it's near the beach area, so I wish that it would say what it said on it, though. Those are just blurred out words. Miss Bees. What? That's all I can see on this. Sad. Sad news. Okay, we're gonna keep with a line of questioning. But also, why would you take pictures of the meteor shower with like a thing? A camera. Why not just put a phone camera through a telescope? Miss Hart? What made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, huh? Objection. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Yeah, well, guess what? Guess who else is challenged here? You, man Freddy Fazbear. So, shut up. Okay? Now, wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Miles Edgeworth? Ugh. No unnecessary comments, please. You're making unnecessary comments over here. When I heard the noise outside my lake, I looked out with my binoculars. Why not go look at the picture? What? What? Also, it's set for loud noises. If it's set for loud noises, then why would it... You were photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point the camera upward to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Well, she's just a little country bumpkin, okay? She doesn't know any better. She's a silly country bumpkin. Okay. I'm getting cold. I'm fixing my blanket. I was sitting on it again. I was sitting on it in like a crouching sitting position, because that's just what I do. Okay. Back to acing my attorney. I love my little silly attorney boy. Okay. Ugh! That was very dramatic. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? That she was there to take pictures of other things? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Well, we have to look at the court record. I remember that I pulled this up. So this is the Gordy article. What if she wanted to capture Gordy? And if there was like loud water rippling and stuff, she would capture Gordy. She just didn't want to look like a dumb country bumpkin, but she should have said it to the court. Mia, banned from court. Show evidence. Your Honor, take a look at this. Yeah, take a look at my cool thing. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? The Gordy article. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sightings at Gord Lake. Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I don't think I have proof for that, but I'm like, 90% sure. But also, you can't capture things like stars with noise. And why would it be pointed at the lake? You know what? I do have proof. I'm concerned. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Well, let's see it. No joking around this time, please. I wasn't joking. What is this proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster? Look at that. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here was taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. True. Well, she better admit that she was over here trying to lie. I just realized that his little attorney badge is so small. You were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's what you had your camera set up for, with the loud noises. I can't read anymore. I forgot how to read. Order! Order! I see. I, too, thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Couldn't she get charged for camping? Because it was against the rules? Yeah. Not bad. Are all y'all lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? You've been hiding evidence from the court this entire time. I hope you realize that. That makes you suspicious. That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But as she succinctly, what? Succinctly? I've never heard that word in my whole life. So what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding this whole Gordy thing for a reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of it. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change, it has to. And I'm going to spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Ah, so you hid that. You lied. More than once. That makes you even more suspicious, young lady. I don't know. But I'm just saying. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. Well, there already was one. You could have just written about it. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out to that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat that whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking at the boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Hope to fry what? Some french fries? Because I want french fries. I really want nacho fries, but my parents won't get me nacho fries because they don't like Taco Bell. Neither do I, but I want the fries. They're really good. And this is sad for me. Okay, Country Bumpkin, let's sort this out. Well, Miss Wright? Mr. Wright, yeah. You may cross-examine the witness. Very well, Your Honor. Oh, no. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination, says the one who's snapping and calling everyone a fool and being weird. I don't know, he kind of sucks. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something and I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself, so you must have something in mind. Ha! That would be a first. Haha, very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. Well, she hid it for a reason, and it's probably not because of embarrassment. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what scoop I'd get if English. That's why I was camping out by that lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Well, what if you could read this? You probably had a flashlight with you. Right? And to be fair, that thing back there looks kind of like a boat. It looks like a boat or a dead body or something like that. Or a plant. Miss Hart, were you really looking at the boat? Well, what's with you? Of course I was looking at it. That was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. Well, what? You don't want to step over here and say that? Yeah, you were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Ah! I mean, if the boat had a gun on it, maybe. Order! Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch the boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. She's angry. Well? Well, now that you'll mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, that could be a witness to a murder and all. Girl, you're lying to the court. You're gonna be bad. Well, you're not gonna be. You are being bad. Because you don't lie to the judge and you don't lie to the court in general. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat. Till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph. You got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting in this. Right. That's why I took this photo and... Wait, you took it? Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Imagine him calling it a pie hole in a courtroom. He's trying to be scary and all, and then he calls a mouth a pie hole. That is the least scary thing a man could do. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo, and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. Oh! She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who. How? How does that... She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. What if he did it? This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do? I kind of want to see the enlarged photo, but then again, I also want to wait and see what happens. But this will be important to the court. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? But because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. She's calling him out. You old fool. Oh, she's gonna get whooped. He does not like that. He's the one who's supposed to be calling people fools, not the other way around. And that's the same way with his daughter, too. Well, yeah, that's his... Franziska's his daughter. Yeah, okay. I'm a little dumb, but I can be smart when I try. I make the family connections from fandoms with characters that I like. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? How did y'all not suspect that he's been hiding things? She's been hinting at it this whole time. Well, I was told not to say this. Like... Miss Hart! Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. It's very definitive. We still cannot see his firing at this. Could be the defendant. Or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept it as evidence. Like photo added to the court record. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And a little good has it done for any of us. Well, it helps. Kind of. That's why I requested she not show it. But it still can help in the future. I can't wait to make the photo look good. I suppose this means the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. Dang. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, this is not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo. Somewhere. This is bad. Real bad. What should I do? What if the enlargement is censored? Your Honor! There's something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Well, as you can see, everyone looks like a base default character. Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What do you mean about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. Well, look at this pistol. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What's so strange about the shooter? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. That'd be left. The hand. The hand that directly contradicts the piece of evidence. This man's left hand is what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that the left hand contradicts. Look, it says, right hand. Are you smart? The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo. Oh, that's Edgeworth's word. The man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Is there DNA differences between your left and right hand? I'm going to test that, but I don't know how. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to conceive this court of law. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it is not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol last night! However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people in the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Larry, what? Why is Larry there? Well, Miss Hart couldn't have done it. Larry couldn't have done it because Larry wasn't there last night. And then, the victim could have done it. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. So he killed himself. Order, order, order. I'm going to say it before he does. So, you were saying that the victim committed suicide. wouldn't you have, like, made it obvious? Like, take his shoes off? I know that doesn't do anything because they're on a lake, and usually you do that if you, like, jump off a building in Japan, right? But this is Japanifornia, so, yeah. It's Japanifornia. Yes, Your Honor. I can think no other explanation. It does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. Well, what? An examination of the victim's wound revealed the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. How far is a meter? A meter? That's 3 feet. Thank you. No, there is no way it could have been suicide. Hey, bro, can you shoot me real quick? And it's a suicide. I just need you to shoot. Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to have been the defendant, Mr. No! However, the prints on the gun reveal the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. I need to keep playing this. I think I should just record the rest of this, right? Instead of streaming it. Whew! That was a close one. Hey! Don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If you didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. Well, what? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I'm not telling her to watch her mouth. I requisitioned, what? A transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. Requisition, I think that's what I meant. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Yay. Okay, it's to be continued. Yes, let's save. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong game. Okay, so we're currently on day 2, investigation, and then that means that the next time I stream Ace Attorney, which probably won't be tomorrow, there will be some stuff. Like and subscribe. You know, drop the like, just subscribe. That helps. Trust me. And then I'm gonna disappear.